Today's story is one of those unforgettable moments that remind us why we all fell in love with Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo's fairy tale romance in the first place. The two global superstars recently appeared together for their very first televised interview since becoming parents. And oh, lovely viewers, the chemistry between them was simply undeniable. Fans couldn't take their eyes off the way they kept exchanging those soft, loving glances that spoke louder than any words ever could. It all happened during a much-anticipated live broadcast that was meant to celebrate their upcoming joint project, a special documentary centered around family, love, and new beginnings. But instead of the usual polished, distant celebrity tone, what the audience witnessed was pure affection, warmth, and connection between two people who clearly share something far deeper than just professional respect. The moment they walked into the studio, hand in hand, the crowd gasped in admiration. Song Hye Kyo was glowing in a soft ivory dress, her smile radiating calm confidence, while Lee Min-ho, dressed in a sleek black suit, looked every bit the protective and proud husband. From the very beginning, the energy between them was magnetic. The host barely finished the first question before fans noticed the subtle yet powerful eye contact they kept exchanging. Every time Song Hye Kyo spoke, Lee Min-ho's gaze softened completely. His eyes filled with admiration, the kind of look that could melt hearts instantly. And when Lee Min-ho answered a question, Song Hye Kyo couldn't stop smiling, occasionally tucking a strand of hair behind her ear or looking down shyly like a woman completely in love. It wasn't a performance. It was genuine, unfiltered affection caught on camera. Lovely viewers, the internet went wild within minutes. Social media platforms were flooded with clips and screenshots of their glances. Fans wrote captions like, "This is what true love looks like," and "Forget the drama, this moment was pure cinema." The hashtag Min-ho Hye Kyo eye contact began trending globally within an hour, as people replayed the interview over and over just to catch every micro-expression, every tiny smile, and every silent connection that passed between them. During one particularly heartwarming moment, the interviewer asked how parenthood had changed their relationship. Song Hye Kyo, in her gentle and thoughtful tone, said, "It taught us to be patient, to laugh more, and to see beauty in the smallest things." As she spoke, Lee Min-ho turned his head to look at her with the kind of expression that could make time stand still. His eyes glimmered with pride and love, and he whispered softly, "She's been amazing." That single sentence, simple yet deeply sincere, sent fans into a frenzy. The way he said it wasn't rehearsed or formal. It was real. The emotion in his voice said everything words couldn't. The host, visibly touched, smiled and asked if there were any moments at home that made them realize how strong their bond had become. Song Hye Kyo laughed softly and shared a small story. "Sometimes after putting the babies to bed, we sit quietly in the living room, not talking much, just holding hands. It's like we don't need words anymore." The camera panned toward Lee Min-ho, who nodded and added, "Those are my favorite moments." Their hands, resting on the couch between them, brushed gently, and that tiny gesture made fans everywhere gasp. The chemistry was overflowing, yet it was so effortless, like they were completely lost in their own world. Lovely viewers, the comment section during the live broadcast was pure chaos, but in the best way possible. Messages like, "They're giving main character energy," and "You can't fake that kind of love," flooded the chat. Even other celebrities watching the interview couldn't resist reacting. A few of their friends posted on social media with heart emojis and captions like, "True love in real time," and "The way he looks at her is everything." And just when we thought it couldn't get any sweeter, the interviewer surprised the couple with a short video montage of their journey together. From their first public appearance, to their wedding, and finally, to adorable unseen clips of them as new parents. Song Hye Kyo teared up instantly, her hand covering her mouth as she tried to hold back her emotions. Lee Min-ho, seeing her like that, gently reached for her hand and squeezed it reassuringly. Fans could practically feel the love radiating from the screen. He leaned slightly toward her and whispered something only she could hear, causing her to smile through her tears. That single gesture, so subtle yet so full of tenderness, became the highlight of the entire interview. When asked about their children, Lee Min-ho smiled warmly and said, "They're our everything. Every day feels new because of them." Song Hye Kyo added, "They remind us of who we are and what we truly value." The couple shared a quick look, and in that second, millions of viewers watching from home could feel the unspoken love between them. It was as if their eyes were having a quiet conversation of their own, filled with gratitude, affection, and understanding. Lovely viewers, you could almost sense that this wasn't just two celebrities sitting on a couch. It was two souls who had built something extraordinary together. Their chemistry wasn't loud or showy. It was soft, genuine, and deeply intimate. Even the host seemed to be caught up in the emotion, smiling as she said, "You two are a reminder that real love still exists." The couple laughed bashfully, but Lee Min-ho, never missing a chance to be romantic, looked at Song Hye Kyo and said, "She's my home." That one sentence sent fans screaming all over the internet. After the interview ended, behind-the-scenes clips began circulating online. One particular video showed Lee Min-ho helping Song Hye Kyo adjust her microphone before the camera started rolling. He leaned close, whispering something that made her giggle softly, and even when the crew called "ready," their eyes stayed locked for just a second longer than necessary. It wasn't dramatic. It was pure, quiet connection, and that's what made it so powerful. Another clip showed them leaving the studio together, still holding hands as they waved to fans waiting outside. Song Hye Kyo leaned slightly into Lee Min-ho, and he protectively guided her through the crowd, occasionally turning to check if she was comfortable. Fans who witnessed it in person said the couple seemed radiant, glowing with that unmistakable energy of people truly in love. Lovely viewers, people across social media are calling this interview one of the most romantic celebrity moments of the year. Commenters wrote things like, "Forget the dramas, this is the real love story," and "Their eyes tell the story of two people who found their forever." Some even compared their connection to the kind of chemistry only seen in classic romance films. Timeless, deep, and effortlessly beautiful. Industry insiders have since revealed that this TV appearance wasn't just a promotional event. It was meant to mark a new beginning for the couple's joint ventures. They're reportedly planning to collaborate on more projects that reflect their shared values: love, family, and hope. But even beyond the professional side, fans are just grateful to have witnessed such a rare, authentic display of affection between two of Korea's biggest stars. Lovely viewers, the story didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling. In fact, that was just the beginning of a new wave of heartwarming moments between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo that left fans absolutely breathless. After that unforgettable TV interview where their loving glances stole the show, the couple's post-interview moments quickly became the talk of the entire entertainment world. Everyone wanted to know what happened once the studio lights dimmed and the microphones were turned off. And as it turns out, those moments were even more magical than what we saw on screen. As the studio audience began to applaud and the credits rolled, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo stood up hand in hand, thanking the host and crew with their signature humility. But even then, they couldn't stop glancing at each other. Song Hye Kyo's soft smile lingered as she looked up at her husband, while Lee Min-ho gently rubbed her hand with his thumb, a small, tender gesture that didn't escape the eyes of nearby staff. One crew member even whispered to a colleague, "You can tell they're completely in love. It's like they forget the cameras are even here." When they stepped off stage, fans waiting outside the studio cheered wildly, holding up banners that read, "Forever Min-hyo," and "Love like theirs is real." Lee Min-ho, ever the gentleman, guided Song Hye Kyo carefully through the crowd, making sure she didn't trip over the wires or steps. Every few seconds, he turned to check on her, and each time he did, their eyes met in that same loving way that fans couldn't get enough of during the interview. Lovely viewers, several fans managed to capture short video clips of that moment, and those clips went viral in seconds. In one video, you can clearly see Song Hye Kyo whispering something softly to Lee Min-ho, making him chuckle before he looked down at her with that same familiar, love-filled gaze. Fans were quick to speculate what she might have said, with some writing comments like, "She probably said, 'Stop looking at me like that,' while others joked, 'They communicate with their eyes now, who even needs words?" Once the couple made it to their car, photographers caught a glimpse of them sharing one last wave to the fans before disappearing into the night. But even inside the car, the romance didn't fade. Witnesses said the two were seen laughing and talking softly, their silhouettes illuminated by the faint glow of the city lights. That image alone sent fans into a frenzy online, with people calling it the real-life K-drama ending we all needed. The next morning, social media exploded with clips and edits from the interview. Fans around the world began analyzing every second. The way Lee Min-ho's eyes followed Song Hye Kyo as she spoke, the gentle way she smiled back at him, the laughter they shared in between questions. Some fans even zoomed in to catch moments others missed, like the way their knees brushed lightly under the table or the subtle pink blush that appeared on Song Hye Kyo's cheeks whenever Lee Min-ho complimented her. One fan posted, "Their love is so pure, it doesn't even feel real." But it is. You can see it in every glance. Lovely viewers, what happened next made everyone's hearts melt even more. Later that week, a behind-the-scenes video from the TV network was released, giving fans an inside look at the interview day. The video began with the couple arriving at the studio, smiling and greeting the staff. In one adorable scene, Lee Min-ho was seen holding Song Hye Kyo's coffee cup while she adjusted her makeup. When she thanked him, he playfully said, "Anything for you," causing her to laugh, that soft, melodic laugh fans adore. During another behind-the-scenes moment, while waiting for the cameras to roll, Lee Min-ho leaned in and whispered something to Song Hye Kyo that made her cover her mouth and giggle. The way he looked at her afterward, pure affection, pure devotion, had fans commenting, "They're in their own little world, and we're just lucky to witness it." The video also showed how naturally they supported each other, how he fixed her chair, handed her notes, and even brushed a bit of lint off her sleeve. Every small gesture spoke volumes about their bond. And lovely viewers, as if that wasn't enough to melt hearts, an insider revealed that once filming wrapped, Lee Min-ho surprised everyone by asking the staff to stay for a small appreciation dinner he arranged for the crew. Song Hye Kyo, of course, joined him, and the two spent the evening chatting warmly with everyone who had worked so hard to make the show possible. Those who attended said they were the kindest couple ever, laughing together and occasionally sharing those same stolen glances that had become their signature. At one point during dinner, a staff member reportedly teased them, saying, "You two made the whole country believe in love again." Lee Min-ho laughed and said, "That's good, because we still believe in it too." He then turned to Song Hye Kyo and added softly, "She's the reason I do." The room erupted in cheers, and Song Hye Kyo's face turned bright red as she smiled shyly. It was an unscripted, genuine moment that summed up everything fans love about them. Pure, sincere, and overflowing with warmth. The couple's chemistry has now become one of the most talked about topics in the entertainment industry. Reporters and fans alike can't stop praising how real and natural their connection is. One journalist wrote, "Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo don't act like a couple. They are one. Their love radiates through every look, every word, every smile." And truly, lovely viewers, that's what makes their story so special. It's not about fame or glamour. It's about two souls finding home in each other. As the days went by, more unseen photos from the interview shoot began surfacing online. In one particularly adorable picture, the two are seen backstage just moments before going live. Lee Min-ho has his arm around Song Hye Kyo, both of them laughing as the makeup artist makes last-minute adjustments. In another photo, they're caught mid-laugh, leaning close with their foreheads almost touching, a candid moment that perfectly captured the tenderness between them. Fans quickly flooded comment sections with heart emojis and emotional messages like, "They don't even need to say, 'I love you.' You can see it." And then, just when fans thought things couldn't get any sweeter, Song Hye Kyo took to her personal account and posted a simple photo of the interview set, just the two chairs side by side with a caption that read, "Where everything felt right." Within minutes, the post garnered millions of likes, and fans instantly understood the meaning behind those words. Lee Min-ho later commented under her post with a simple heart emoji, followed by the words, "Always beside you." Lovely viewers, that one exchange nearly broke the internet. Their love story, which already feels like a living fairy tale, continues to inspire millions around the world. The way they interact, gentle yet powerful, soft yet strong, has set a new standard for how true love should look in the public eye. Fans from all over are calling them the definition of forever, And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Fans from every corner, Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, the United States, and even Africa, began posting reaction videos, edits, and heartfelt messages about how this couple's simple gestures reminded them that love, in its truest form, still exists. It wasn't about the glamour or the fame. It was about the silent understanding, the connection that words couldn't even begin to describe. Shortly after the interview, news outlets began releasing unseen footage. Little moments that didn't make it to air but were quietly captured by the crew. One of those clips showed Lee Min-ho gently tucking a strand of hair behind Song Hye Kyo's ear as they prepared for a close-up shot. The way she shyly smiled and whispered something that made him laugh softly was enough to make the entire internet swoon again. One reporter even wrote, "There's no script that can write the kind of chemistry they share. It's organic, real, and deeply felt." Lovely viewers, what happened next only deepened the magic. The couple was later spotted arriving together at a private post-interview dinner arranged by the show's producers. Witnesses said they were glowing. Lee Min-ho in a simple navy blazer, Song Hye Kyo in an elegant cream dress that shimmered softly under the dim lights. The moment they entered, everyone noticed how their hands naturally found each other. They didn't need to say much. Their connection filled the entire room. Even those sitting far away could sense the comfort and love between them, the kind that only grows from true partnership. One producer sitting nearby shared a touching detail afterwards, saying, "They didn't talk much about the industry or fame. They talked about the little things like cooking dinner together, reading late at night, and planning future travels. They're like two best friends who just happen to be deeply in love." It was moments like these that reminded everyone that beyond their celebrity status, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo were simply two people who had found home in each other's hearts. Later that evening, as the event wound down, a fan outside managed to capture a short clip of them leaving together. The footage showed Lee Min-ho opening the car door for Song Hye Kyo and gently placing his hand on her back to guide her in. But what melted everyone's hearts was the way she turned around, looked up at him and smiled, the same kind of soft, adoring smile that had made millions fall in love with her. He returned that look with eyes full of warmth and quiet pride before joining her inside. That tiny exchange, though only a few seconds long, became one of the most replayed clips on fan pages around the world. Lovely viewers, their story didn't stop there. A few days later, the network released a special follow-up video, a candid behind-the-scenes conversation recorded during a break in filming. In it, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo were seen seated side by side, chatting casually about life, laughter echoing between them. At one point, the interviewer asked a spontaneous question, "What do you think is love's most powerful language?" Lee Min-ho turned to look at Song Hye Kyo, paused and smiled before saying, "It's not words. It's presence." The silence that followed was gentle yet heavy with emotion. Song Hye Kyo looked at him and nodded slowly before replying, "Yes, when someone truly shows up, in the quiet moments, the hard times, and even in the small joys, that's love." The audience behind the scenes went quiet, realizing they were witnessing something deeply personal, something real. Fans who later saw the clip flooded social media with emotional comments, writing, "They're not acting. They're speaking from the heart. And you can tell those words were meant for each other." Soon after, media outlets started calling it the interview of the year, not because of dramatic revelations, but because of the raw, genuine emotion it portrayed. And to make it even more special, it was revealed that the couple personally sent handwritten thank you notes to the show's team, expressing their gratitude for making the experience so memorable. Each note was signed with both their initials, a small but intimate gesture that sent fans spiraling with joy. But perhaps the most touching moment came a week later, when Lee Min-ho surprised everyone by sharing a heartfelt post on his social media. He uploaded a still photo from the interview, the moment where he was looking at Song Hye Kyo with pure admiration, and captioned it simply, "Where eyes speak louder than words." Within minutes, millions of likes poured in, and the comment section was flooded with love and support. Song Hye Kyo later reposted the same image with her own caption, "When eyes meet, hearts understand."